same week. So I told y'all I would give you an updated TBR for the biannual bibliothon. By the way, I don't know if I said this before, but the biannual bibliothon is literally starting this Saturday in like 2 days. And it's starting on the 14th and it will end on the 21st, which is next Saturday. I'm currently assistant stage managing for a summer show here in Natchitoches at my own college. So I still have a lot of time to read because rehearsals are like only in the evening, so I have like all day, which kind of makes me sad. So instead of doing 4 books for the bibliothon, I decided to do 5. And I think one of the one that I added is gonna get really quickly anyway because it's of the certain style it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the biannual bibliothon TBR for summer of 2018. So the group book for the bibliothon is still The Wicked Deep, and I still don't know the author, but here it is in all its glory. I bought the ebook on my iBooks account, so I have that to complete 2 challenges. I'm going to be completing that for the group book, and I'm also going to be completing the 7th challenge, which is read the last book you bought, and that is the last book I bought. It's just an ebook form, so it counts. So the next book that I will be reading has not changed, and that is A Course of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. I'm going to be reading this to complete someone else's TBR challenge. Tori and a lot of other people on BookTube have definitely had this in their TBR once, and now it's in mine. The next book is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This completes 2 challenges. It completes the 3rd and the 4th. The 3rd is read the first chapter of 3 books and then pick one, and I read the first chapter of 3 books, and this was the one I picked. And also part of a TBR for a year, if I've had this in my TBR for over a year, which y'all know I have because I had it in last year's TBR for the bibliothon or booktubeathon or whatever, and obviously it didn't get read. The next book I have is Obsidio. This is the one I ended up adding because of the format. I actually got through the first one really quickly, and I'm currently reading the second one, Gemina. And hopefully I can finish that in 2 days before the bibliothon starts so that I can read this baby right here. This is by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and it's just got a really cool format that gets you through it really quickly, even though it's like super big. And the final book I will be reading for the bibliothon is American Sniper, written by Chris Kyle himself. This is basically his autobiography before he passed. But more on that later if I have a review on this, which I really do want to have a review on it. Basically, this is to complete the 6th challenge, which is to read a book written by an own voice author, which is where they're either going through the same stuff that they're writing about, or they're the same age, or something like that. And obviously, he's writing about himself, so I think it counts. If it doesn't, well, sorry, but I tried. I don't really have those books. Okay guys, so that is my TBR for the biannual bibliothon, and now moving on to the booktubeathon for the summer of 2018. So the booktubeathon will be starting on July 30th and ending on August 5th, which is about 3 weeks from now, but I decided to make my TBR now just to get it over with, so let's just jump right into it. So Ariel Bissett has created some really cool challenges for the Readathon this year. The first challenge is to read a book chosen by a coin toss. So my 2 choices are the Return to the Isle of the Lost or Song of Achilles. I have both of these as an ebook, which is why I currently do not have them physically. But like I said, I have them as ebooks, and I'm gonna do head for Song of Achilles and then tails for Return to the Isle of the Lost. Tails it is! Return to the Isle of the Lost. Looks like I'll be reading that. I've been needing to read that for a while. Moving on to the second challenge, which is to read a book of something you want to do. This challenge kind of concerned me at first because it was very hard to figure out, but I ended up picking With Malice by Eileen Cook, which is a book that takes place in Italy at some point, and I've always wanted to go to Italy. The next challenge is a challenge that they are bringing back from 2 years ago, and that is the book to movie adaptation challenge. I really like this challenge because I love trying to read the book before I see the movie. It just never happens that way usually because I get so excited that the movies come out and I want to see it. The only exception so far for that is probably Ready Player One because I haven't read it yet or seen the movie. And then something else that I'll probably think of later when I'm not filming, but whatever. Moving on, the book I chose was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm trying to reread this series currently because I have never reread it before. Obviously, y'all know Harry Potter is like my world, can't you tell by my shelf? More on that later in another video when I do a bookshelf tour. And then completing the fourth challenge is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. I'm finally starting this series. It's a challenge and it's a promise that I will start the Heroes of Olympus. I just got the third book, so I now have 3 books out of the 5. So I will be starting this, guys. I promise. And if I don't read it for the booktubeathon, if I don't get to it, then I'm gonna start it after. But either way, I'm starting this series. But anyway, this is to complete the challenge of reading a book with green on the cover, and there's some green in different places and like teals and all this beautifulness. The next challenge is really interesting and I've never heard of it before and it's really cool, but it's to wear one certain hat while reading this book the entire time, which is so unique. Ariel's so proud of that challenge, and honestly, I really like it too. So, I will be sporting my I solemnly swear I am up to no good black baseball cap that I love to wear all the frickin' time while reading A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline Langley. Yeah, anyway, that's the book. Everyone knows this book. It recently was turned into a movie. It was a movie before, but I think this is like the new updated version. The next challenge, which is the 6th, is one that I personally love because we're finally giving spines some attention with their beauty, and it's to read a book with a beautiful spine. And I chose The Bells by Danielle Clayton because look at the gorgeous, like it's so beautiful. It's so flattering. Why am I still wearing this? It's just so pretty, and I love it, and I like this challenge a lot. And then the final book is the same challenge it's been since the start of booktubeathon, which is to read 7 books. So my 7th choice is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. It was recently turned into a movie as well. A lot of these books were recently turned into movies, but I didn't feel like making them the book to movie adaptation challenge because I don't want to pay more money for things. I'm trying to save some right now. I have a house to furnish still. But anyway, I've been wanting to get to this book for a very long time and it's just never happened. So hopefully I will get to it for the booktubeathon. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you're deciding to read for either readathon or if you're competing in both, whatever. Just let me know down below. Thank y'all so much for watching and I'll see y'all later. Bye! Say hello to Minerva. This is my new beautiful kitten. She's not really a kitten, she's a year and 2 months old, but she's like the size of a younger cat, like an older kitten. I don't know how to put it. But anyway, say hello, guys. She is a new addition to my family. I love her so much. She's a little camera shy. The next book I will be reading for the bibliothon is A Court of Frost and Starlight. It's a very short connection to Throne of Glass series. No, it's not Throne of Glass, but it's by the author of Throne of Glass. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Ain't it good that my cat likes to shat on my hat? Sorry. For the movie. I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully I'll see it at some point. I'm very excited to see it. It looks really good. Anyway, that's my challenge. See, I say I'm gonna go fast, and then I just don't. Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Simon versus the Homo, not Homeo, excuse me. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye! I just stole that from Simply Nailogical. What are you looking at?